Hello, everyone, and welcome to Intermediate Accounting 1 at Santa Ana College, Accounting 205. Here is the spring semester 2026, which runs from February 9th to June 7th. And here we'll go through the syllabus, and I encourage you to read it in depth after I go through this, because there will be a syllabus quiz to make sure you picked up the highlights of what we're going through. So here, I'm your instructor. I'm Stephen Wilson, and the ticket number for this course is 71245. It's all deployed asynchronously, meaning that we don't have any scheduled class meetings. However, I do have Saturday morning optional tutoring each week from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock a.m. I record those sessions, so if that's an inconvenient time for you, you will find those recordings and announcements, and I'll show you that when we get into the Canvas course a little later. My email is wilson_stephen@sac.edu, and if you look here, you will see my cell phone number. No texts, please. This is designed for you to give me a call. And if I can't answer for whatever reason, please leave me a voice message and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. But otherwise, the course is completely online. I do have some other tutoring sessions, and those tutoring sessions run on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But also on Friday from 12 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. So those are for any student that's in our Accounting 101, 102, 205, 206. That's a general tutoring sessions, and directions for how to proceed with that we'll get to in announcements. I will give you those directions as soon as possible, but participating in my Saturday sessions is very easy. You just click on the tech Zoom link and you're right there. Very easy. And I hope you'll take advantage of that. I think it really helps students do that kind of thing. All right, so course description. Here we're building generally on Accounting 101, financial accounting. So this course is financial accounting on steroids. It's a 2-semester class. So in the fall of 2026, we will have the second course. Okay, we just finished that up in fall of 2025. In the summer of 2026, we'll repeat this course. So if for whatever reason something gets in your way and you can't finish the 205 course, you can repeat it in the summer and go from there. The course is 4 units, and we do a variety of different things, and I'll let you read that on your own. But the table of contents here has a number of cool hyperlinks. So the syllabus is pretty long, but these hyperlinks take you to various parts of the syllabus. So if I were to hold my control button down and click on syllabus and introduction, it'll take me right back to that as a hyperlink. Okay, so if we move down, Zoom, as again, the course is deployed entirely asynchronously online. And there is those optional, and they are extra credit. So you get extra credit points for attending those optional Zoom tutoring sessions, whether it's my Saturday morning tutoring sessions or the Tuesday, Thursday, Friday academic computing center tutoring sessions. If I give you 1 point for every half hour you spend with me. So I think that works out really well for those that choose to take advantage of that opportunity. The procedure for participating in these weekday tutorings is a little different than, and I will publish directions on how to do that in announcements. Okay, here we have our mission statements, and you're welcome to read those on your own. The course learning objectives, all the things we're going to do in this course, and a lot more. And then student learning objectives as well. And I think, as maybe most of you know, intermediate accounting is really a key knowledge for taking the CPA test. I would say maybe 70% of the CPA test comes from these two semester courses. So I usually don't have any problem motivating you guys to study hard for the course. Here's our textbook, Intermediate Accounting. This is a beautiful textbook. It's heavy. It's a big, thick textbook. It's maybe, hold up, it's about this thick and it weighs a ton, but there's great information in there. And you can grab a full print loose leaf text at the bookstore. I think last I priced it was $154. You can also get it through Wiley. I think you save a little bit. You can get it in electronic form. Is that what you, if that's what you want to do? It's the same textbook that we're going to use for the fall of 2026 in the 206 Intermediate Accounting 2 course. Okay, so there's, again, you do need Wiley Plus for this course. If you had 101 and 102 at Santa Ana College, you're familiar with Connect, McGraw-Hill's third-party system. Wiley Plus is Wiley's system, similar to Connect. But if you purchase the text from any other source, you're going to be responsible for any resource that's not in this bundle. You do need these access codes for Wiley Plus to participate in the course. So that textbook package is required for the class and nothing else is acceptable. Generally speaking, earlier or previously purchased Wiley Plus access codes will not work. But so please purchase these textbooks as soon as possible. The access codes are good for this term only. And then when you take the fall course, an additional code will be required. And last I priced it, it was $76.95. Of course, just like McGraw-Hill, there's a free 2-week trial available for both Wiley Plus and the ebook. So there's no reason to delay starting your homework assignments, and it's critical to hit the ground running for this course. Okay, and then here's a little bit about Wiley Plus. And the homework exercises and problems, IFRS exercises and problems and exams are administered through Wiley Plus. Additionally, the extra credit CPA practice exercises and adaptive learning assignments, similar to SmartBook, if you're familiar with McGraw-Hill adaptive learning is, and those are all through Wiley Plus as well. So it must be submitted through Wiley Plus and cannot be accepted in any other form. I think you understand that. Okay, in the textbook package, after you've got it, there's I think 3 or 4 videos that are in the course, which I'll show you in a few minutes. How to get started with Wiley, the Wiley PowerPoint, how to register and navigate Wiley Plus, an overview of the Wiley resources. There's tons of Wiley resources, all great stuff. So you'll see that link when we get into the course. But those files should give you all the information you need to register for Wiley Plus. And I rarely have a student that has difficulty with that. Once you've registered for Wiley Plus, then you can see the Wiley Plus course resources here. Technical support, unlike McGraw-Hill, does not have a phone number. So you should use me, and I will contact my source if there's something that I can't solve in that case. So if there's some technical issues, please don't hesitate to give me a phone call. I'm there to help you every step of the way in this course, and I hope that you will use me in that regard. Okay, course policies. Computer proficiency. I'm not looking for IT majors at all, but you should have some basic familiarity, minimum proficiency with Microsoft Office products, primarily Excel and Word. Other than that, I think you're good to go. Canvas is going to be used for communicating in this course, and that's our LMS, Learning Management System, that Santa Ana College is using, which I will show you here in a few minutes, or on the third video, I think it'll be. Electronic devices such as cell phones, iPhones, and that kind of thing during exams are not allowed, but I do let you use a lot of different things, and instructions for that will be promulgated separately. Okay, calculators. You should have a simple calculator. Doesn't need to be a financial calculator. Just one that can multiply and divide and add and subtract is all you really need. I do encourage group collaborations. There's no points for that, but that's a totally optional on your standpoint. But I find that some students really like to work with other students, and if asked, I will provide email addresses for the students and on the roster. If you do email me, be sure to put this in the subject line. I teach at a variety of different places, and that allows me to home in on you very quickly and get back to you as quickly as possible. Access to Canvas, very easy. Here's the link, https://rsccd.instructure.com. And notice there's no www in that. If you have any difficulties, Distance Ed department at Santa Ana College is a great source. I give you the phone number there, and they will be happy to do that. Canvas technical support, here's their numbers as well. It's kind of interesting. They advertise that they're available 24/7, and I kind of said, oh yeah, right. But I contacted them on Christmas Eve at I think 11:30 or something like that, and they were there. So I'm going to believe that they're available 24/7. Okay, due dates in the syllabus may change, but I doubt that they will. I will post any changes in Canvas under announcements. But if you have serious life issues that come up, please give me a phone call and we'll work something out. Again, leave me a voice message and with your contact information if you can't get me right away. Withdrawals from the course, I don't automatically drop you from the course unless you don't show up initially. I'm required to drop anybody that's a no-show. But other than that, please, if you feel you need to drop the course, please do it on your own. Okay, failing withdrawals, I'll let you read that on your own. Admissions and Records Office, good idea to have all your information up to date. Occasionally, especially towards the end of the course, I need to get in touch with you. And if I can't, that usually will not be in your best interest to do that. I think you're all familiar with ethical responsibilities, and the academic environment is no different. Cheating of any kind, of course, would not be tolerated. Okay, that looks like a good place for us to stop this video, and when we return, we'll look at regular and extra credit points. Until that time, bye for now.